welcome back. The holiday season can be a lot, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're a little tense.
Yes.
Maybe you're a little tense. And our next guest says stretching can help all of that.
Yeah, Flexologist David Okuma with StretchLab is joining us now with more for easy exercises we can all do at home. David, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the benefits of stretching. And by the way, congrats on 16 locations of StretchLab in Houston alone.
Right.
This is something that's often overlooked by a lot of people, but stretching, you say, is a critical part of every single day.
Very beneficial, yes. You're going to help with range of motion, going to help with decreasing tension, performance after your workouts, helps with a lot of things that we can get into better positions. So very beneficial. Some things that people don't realize how stretching is important can definitely help out with that.
Okay, and so you say if you're active, you should maybe be stretching a little bit more, or even if you're sedentary, should you be stretching more? Which one is it?
It's actually both. I mean, people that are sedentary, they need to stretch if they're sitting down for long periods of time, sitting at their workstation or at home. It's very beneficial to get up and move, get some stretching in. Those that are active, also the same thing. You're going to get tight from your activities. Stretching is a really good way to work on recovery, work on helping with your performance, range of motion, and also decreasing stress and tension.
Okay. We saw in the benefits there on the screen that just getting the oxygen flowing and the blood flowing can also help your mental clarity as well. And when it comes to stretching, David, we're about to show our viewers things that we can do on our own at home. But at StretchLab, y'all are really focused on helping people stretch and get deeper into positions they can't achieve alone.
Correct. So we have a position called Flexologist. That's what I do as well. And so what we're going to be doing is getting those people into deeper stretches. So it's assisted stretch called PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. So with that, we'll be assisting them, getting them deeper into the stretch, focusing on their breath work so we can really help them to increase their range of motion and increase the things as far as flexibility for their performance and recovery.
And you have probably regular customers that are coming in and out. You said some of them are saying, this is like a massage. This leaves me, they leave the door feeling really good.
People are just, they don't realize how tight they are. And so with that, yeah, definitely, it's they walk out of the bench going, I can't believe I haven't had this in my life earlier. So yeah, it's really something that's going to change your world, in my opinion. So
okay, our first one is something called the Nutcracker. Should we
I'm
all
excited.
get into position?
Yeah,
So
let's do this.
The Nutcracker neck stretch, is that right, David?
yeah, Nutcracker neck stretch. So
Okay.
we're going to get down on the floor to do this. So,
Okay.
come down into position here, and you're just going to get situated here, nice comfortable position. You're going to bring your ear down to your shoulder. With a little assist, you can take your hand and pull down just a little bit in that regard and kind of stretch that out. And we'll do that on either side. This is going to be something that's going to help to loosen up some tension in the neck. If you've been sitting down at your station at work or at home watching TV, getting all those shopping lists taken care of, that's going to be something that can help to really elongate that upper body and focus on the neck in that regard.
Is there a certain time of day people should be doing these stretches, or just any time you can fit it in?
Anytime that you have the time is going to be good. I mean, it's going to be something that you can definitely do this afternoon, evening, or morning. I do mine in the evening when I'm done with my day. It just kind of helps me to loosen up and get prepared to have a nice restful sleep in position.
Okay.
I like that these are the ones you can do. So anyone watching, you should do this. You should take your time out and do it, because these are the ones you don't need assistance with, right?
Exactly right. Yeah. So this is something that you can do at home or in the office. So all you just need is your hands and a nice, comfortable place to do it.
There you go.
Even on
What's
the carpet.
next?
Next, we're going to be doing the Christmas tree reach. So in studio, this is our forward fold stretch. So it's going to be a stretch where we're going to be standing up nice and tall here, and then you can reach out as comfortably as you can.
Whoa.
Tuck your chin in a little bit.
Gosh.
So the benefits
Tuck your chin, Derek.
This is
yeah, tuck that
embarrassing.
chin in.
This is-
you're going to
oh my
get some
gosh.
benefits of the adductors, the hamstrings, and then also that low back is going to get stretched out in this. If you feel your hamstrings are a little tight, you can kind of get into a little bit of a clamshell position here.
Oh, a clamshell.
Then you can extend out a little bit farther. So that's going to be something where this stretch is going to be really beneficial if you're seated in long periods of time.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of gives some relief in those areas. So hamstrings, adductors, and low back primarily is what we're going to be targeting. With
And are you how long are you holding each stretch
I would
ideally?
say somewhere between about 30 and 60 seconds. You don't want to bounce into these stretches. So
Okay,
just a good
no bounce.
Yeah, just a good gentle elongation is really going to be beneficial. We don't want to create any ballistic type of stretching with what we do, and just kind of ease into it. Make sure you're focusing on your breath work, holding and get that breath to go through into the lungs to help you get a little bit deeper.
Oh yeah, when I release the breath, right?
Yeah, so big breath in and then exhale, and you might be able to go out just a little bit farther there.
Also, I'm being reminded right now that wearing loose, comfortable clothing is better than wearing a tight, unforgiving jacket.
Yeah, so get on some.
Don't rip your jacket.
Some joggers or some shorts.
Something you can move in.
Yeah, jeans are probably not the best thing to do this in.
Reindeer release is one on the list.
Reindeer release. So basically, the reindeer release, that is the stretch that we just did. So next up is going to be the Holly Jolly hips stretch. So with this one, we're going to actually lay flat.
Okay.
And we're going to be on our backs here. So
Like we're in a coffin.
Like you're in a coffin, yeah, basically.
Lovely.
So extend the hands out, and we're going to go to the right, so that way we're not running into each other. Sorry, go to the left, and so just take the leg over, and you're going to get a little bit of a stretch that way. If you want to extend the leg, you can extend the leg out a little bit farther here, and that way we can get
Farther, Derek.
farther out if
That
you need
feels
to.
so good.
Yeah, so you can get the glutes to stretch, the low back, a little bit of the lat musculature and the obliques in this stretch. So it's a really good stretch to kind of help loosen things up from your day or from a workout. Really kind of get down into those tissues to help alleviate some stress and tension.
Should I be looking a certain way?
Yeah, turn your head in the direction of the leg. Some people like to look back and reach their arm back a little bit. You'll get a little bit more stretch throughout the chest area.
Okay.
And then also throughout your rib cage and that stretch. So you can do that.
We're almost short. We're almost out of time. So what's the final one? Show us the final one.
Is Christmas tree reach.
Okay.
Sorry. So we're going to do this one above the head. So then we're going to go back up, extend both legs up. And so this stretch we use in studio, somebody's going to be pulling on your wrists or arms, and it's a stretch that we elongate the torso, your chest, your shoulders, and your lat musculature.
Here, I'll go pull on you, Derek.
Feels so good. Hey, by the way, we do want to let our viewers know, so Houston Live viewers can get a first-time 50-minute intro stretch for only $49. That is 50% off. You can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section. David Okuma, flexologist with StretchLab. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank y'all very much.
That was
High
great.
five.
High five. We'll be right back.
Thank you.